Welcome to a brief moon salutation sequence. Please find a comfortable position to relax completely. Arms and legs out a little wider than hips and shoulders. Notice the way your body moves as you breathe in and out. Notice the feeling of the air coming in and out of your body as you breathe. Sahana bhavatu, sahana bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahe, tejasvina varitamastu, mavidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Begin to deepen your breath and extend your movements, eventually stretching your arms overhead. Take a deep breath in and hold it. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And let go. Arms either side of your torso. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, lower. Bringing right leg up again, please hold on at the thigh, or if this causes any pain or numbness, hold on with a strap around the foot. Rest your shoulders down, tuck your chin in towards your chest to keep the neutral curve of your neck. If you'd like, on an exhale, lift your shoulders, neck, and head and hold on to the calf, ankle, or foot while continuing to breathe, while continuing to rest shoulders away from ears. Inhale, lower shoulders, neck, and head. Exhale, release the leg. Inhale, lift left leg and hold on with your hands or your strap. And breathe. Next, exhale, lift your shoulders, neck, and head. Hold on to the foot, the ankle, or the calf. If there's any invitation to deepen, bring your elbows out a little wider to bring torso and thigh closer together. Relax your right leg. Inhale, lower shoulders, neck, and head. Exhale, lower left leg. Both legs together. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. If there's any pain or numbness doing it this way, bend your knees as you move from one position to the other. Otherwise, keep going with the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Letting your legs come apart, letting your hands spread out. Take a couple of breaths, relaxing completely. Inhale deeply, stretch your arms overhead, stretch your legs, deep breath, and hold it. And then turn to your side as you let go. Come on up Come to your hands and knees. Take your hands near the front end of the mat, knees towards the back end of the mat, half downward facing dog. If you'd like, tuck toes, lift knees, take a few breaths, walking your feet closer to or further from the hands to help find that position where shoulders line right up with arms and torso. And once you find that balance, sway your hips a few times from side to side, bend and straighten your knees. Eventually settling heels towards the mat with a little bend in knees to keep the neutral curve of your spine. As the crown of your head hangs towards the floor and hips reach back and up. Exhale. Release your knees, untuck your toes, let your hips settle back onto your heels. Wrap your arms either side of your legs. Relax completely in child's pose. Gradually making your way now to a kneeling position or half standing if there's any pain or numbness sitting back on the heels. From this half standing position, let's step our left foot forward, making sure that we've reached far enough ahead that even as our hips reach ahead of the right knee, our left knee stays a little behind our left heel. Well, feel free to keep the arms down or reach them up, but definitely rest shoulders away from ears either way. Look straight ahead or arch back a little. Always the option of tucking the toes and lifting the right knee if you prefer. Resting shoulders down, lengthening through the back body until you've reached your edge or for a couple more breaths. Good. Next exhale, lower your right heel to the mat. Stretch your right arm back, your left arm forward. Find your warrior two position. Left heel pointing towards the right foot. And straighten your left leg. Bring your right foot in a little closer and come into triangle pose, reaching left arm forward. And wherever along the inside of left leg you can manage without losing the length on both sides of your torso. Clearly stretching the right side, but also lengthening left ribs, left ear away from left hip. Last few breaths, your choice of keeping right arm reached up, resting it alongside the torso, or reaching alongside right ear. Good. Looking down, bend your left knee, inhale up to center, exhale, let right hand come down. Now move your left foot to the left a little bit and your right foot a little bit to the right and forward as much as you need to bring your hips into a forward-facing alignment. Fold forward at your waist and pause at the halfway point, taking a breath, just lengthening your torso. And from there, fold forward. Hands can come anywhere along the length of the leg, to either side of the foot or on some props, or reaching out ahead, maybe even with fingers interlaced behind the back to stretch the shoulders and arms. Just check that your right foot is firmly rooted down, both legs long, back of left leg stretching as left hip reaches back. Right hip reaches forward. As you exhale, walk your hands around and find your wide forward fold. Your choice of keeping the hands down or on some props or holding on to either elbow. Nod yes, sway side to side no, let go with any kind of sound you'd like. Let that motion come up the length of your spine if you'd like. And then as you inhale, make your way over to the other side, walking your hands to either side of your right foot, feeling free to lower the left knee, feeling free to keep the left knee lifted if you prefer. Make sure you've got a long lunge with your right knee, a little bit behind your right heel. And whether you lift the arms or not, please rest your shoulders down, lengthen through your back body. Keep coming back to noticing the way your body moves as you breathe, the feeling of air coming in and out of your body. Let that ebb and flow remind you of embracing each thought, each emotion, each sensation you have without getting caught up in all of that stuff. Stay rooted in the awareness of all those experiences rather than the content. Next, exhale, let left foot touch down, stretch your left arm back, reach your right arm forward. Virabhadrasana, Warrior Two, centering your torso right above your hips, arms level with shoulders, but shoulders resting down. Anytime you need, you can adjust with arms alongside the torso. Now we'll straighten the right leg, bring the left foot a little closer to the right, and come into Trikonasana, triangle pose on this side. Rather than trying to touch the ground with the right fingertips, let's reach the crown of our head across towards the front of the mat. Lengthen both sides of the torso. Breathe. Looking down, bend your right knee, inhale up to center. Exhale, left hand down. Good, let's move the right foot to the right a little, left foot to the left, and forward as much as needed to face towards the short end of the mat now. Parsvottanasana, head to knee pose, starting off halfway, lengthening up to feel the fold in the waist, the length and stretch through the back of the right leg. From there, possibly rounding down, possibly just continuing that forward fold at the hips. Hands wherever you can find a firm rooting through both feet. Firm support through both legs. Good. And stepping your left foot forward, inhale, lengthen up to your halfway forward fold. Exhale, fold forward. And take your choice of keeping hands down or holding on to either elbow, nodding or swaying a few times. Perhaps letting go with a flutter of your lips. Let's inhale, lengthening up, looking up, and exhale, hands to heart center. We'll turn and face towards the side of the mat now. Bring our big toes to touch, our heels to spread apart. Inhale, arms up, interlace fingers, point index fingers towards the sky. Exhale, crescent curve to the right. Inhale to center, exhale, crescent curve to the left. Inhale to center, exhale, step feet apart for goddess pose. Inhale, straighten arms and legs. Exhale, triangle pose to the right. Inhale, lengthen both sides. Exhale, Parsvottanasana, left foot moving over and forward as much as needed. Inhale, lower left knee if you'd like, lunge position. Exhale, wide forward fold. Inhale, pivot towards the front of the room, lower right knee, lunge position. Exhale, bow towards the left leg, step your right foot forward, Parsvottanasana. Inhale, triangle pose, pause there as you exhale. Inhale, stretch in 5 directions. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, step all the way across to the left, big toes touching. Exhale, crescent curve. Inhale to center. Exhale, crescent curve. Inhale up to center. Exhale, goddess pose. Lower hips, bend elbows and knees. Inhale, stretch in 5 directions. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale right there. Exhale, head to knee pose. Move your right foot over as much as you need and forward as much as you need. Inhale, lunge, high or low. Exhale, wide forward fold, feet parallel, hands touching down. Inhale, pivot towards the front of the room again, low lunge or high lunge. Exhale, head to knee pose, step left foot forward until it roots down. Inhale, triangle pose, we'll pause there as we exhale. Inhale, stretch in 5 directions. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, step all the way to the right, big toes touching, heels spread apart. Exhale, crescent curve. Inhale through center. Exhale, crescent curve. Inhale through center. Exhale. Hands to heart center, feet hip width apart. Notice the rhythm of your breath and the beat of your heart. Good. Face towards the front of the room. Inhale, reach arms overhead, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. As you exhale, fold forward, step your left foot nice and far back, lower your left knee, and then lengthen your torso above the left knee. Straightening your right leg, feeling free to move the foot to the right a little bit if you feel wobbly, or bring your hands on any props that you might need for support. Inhale at an upright position, then fold forward halfway. Remember, you could move your props underneath your hands for support, or you could walk your hands along the leg or forward as much as possible, flexing right toes towards the right knee, straightening the back of the right leg, stretching the back of the right leg, possibly rounding down to stretch the back body. And then walking your hands around to the left of your right leg to pivot on your left knee and stretch your right leg straight out to the side. Inhale, left arm up, check that your left hip and shoulder are directly above the left knee. And as you exhale, right hand along the inside of right leg. Gate pose, Parigasana. Keeping the hips, the shoulders open towards the side of the room. We'll inhale up to center. Exhale, bend your right knee, touch it down beneath your right hip. And then turn to face towards the other end of the mat with left foot forward. Bring your hips back above the right knee, flex those left toes, feel free to move the left heel towards the outer side of the mat as needed. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Possibly rounding down, possibly just folding at the waist. Good. Walking your hands to the right of your left leg, pivoting on your right knee to stretch your left leg out to the side. For gate pose on this side, checking that your right hip and shoulder are aligned above the knee rather than to the side. And lower your left hand down the inside of your left leg. Keep your shoulders open towards the long side of the mat rather than twisting. Lengthen both sides of the torso as you stretch. Inhale up to center. Exhale. Bend your left knee, place it beneath your left hip. Reach your hands forward, move your knees back. And as you exhale, stretch your chin away from your chest, lower your chest, your neck, your chin as close to the mat as you can. Take a couple of breaths, arching your back in this way. As you exhale, round your back, walk your hands towards your knees, lower your hips to your heels, and release into child's pose one more time. Good. Lift your hips off your heels, move your feet off to the side, let your bum touch down, and swing your legs in front. Move forward on the mat. Feel free to use your arms to lower yourself down gently. Otherwise, you're welcome to rock back and forth or use your core to lower yourself down one vertebra at a time. As you touch the mat, please stretch your legs out in front of you. And bring your arms overhead. And bring your arms and legs over to the left a little bit, holding on to your right wrist with your left hand and putting your left foot on top of your right ankle. Stretch the whole right side of your body. Lengthen through both sides and then release. Move your legs and arms to the right. Hold on to your left wrist with your right hand. Put your right foot on top of your left. Stretch the whole left side of your torso. Be mindful that your left shoulder and hip don't lift in this position. And relax, come back to center. And take a moment making any adjustments you need so that you can lay in stillness for the last couple of moments, last minute or so, relaxing completely. Please wiggle your fingers and toes, circle your ankles and wrists. Take a deep breath in and stretch out or engage in any way that feels just right. Hold it, stretch, 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 and release. Namaste.